Hello. In this video, we're going to see the variants of the post-alveolar approximant, the R. This phoneme is one that has lots of variants in all languages. So let's see the variants that appear in English. The first variant is called the flap R. The flap R sounds like this, R. We have it in Spanish, as when we say pero, R. In English, this type of R, this variation, is used, for example, as linking R. Here you have an example. Mother and father. Mother and father. R. The symbol is the one that you see here. This variant of the flap R is also used between vowels when the first vowel is stressed and the second one is unstressed. For example, in the word very. See that the R here is between two vowels, the E and the short T. And the stress is on the first syllable that contains the E. Very, not very, yes? Very. So you use the R sound there. Note that, for example, if we have a word like arrive, you don't say arrive, you say arrive, you see? You use the post-alveolar approximant, R, arrive, not arrive. Why is this? Because although the R here is between two vowel sounds, the stress is in the second vowel and not in the first one. Have a look at the word January. January, again the R appears between two vowels, but none of them are stressed. So you have two conditions for the flap R between vowels. The first one is that the first syllable must be stressed and the second one unstressed. So if you stress the second one, you don't have flap R. And if none of them are stressed, you don't have flap R. Another possibility in which the flap R occurs is after the th sound, when it is in the same syllable together with the R. For example, in the word three, 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 you do not say three, yes? Three, Let's move now to another variant. This is called the fricative R, and it's pronounced R, R. You see that it has friction. It's not R, but R. See the difference? So this type of R occurs in the cluster DR, for example, as in dry, 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 dry. You see that it's not dry, it's dry, 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 dry. It becomes a fricative. The symbol, as you see, is an R upside down. This fricative R occurs also in other instances in which it is also devoiced. For example, after the aspirated pa and ka, yes, these two plosives, as in prize and cry. It is fricative again, and it is devoiced because the previous consonant, the previous plosive, is aspirated. We have already been marking this devoicing. Now we mark it again, but with the fricative R. Have a look at the word April. April. Here there is no devoiced fricative R, just the normal approximant. Why is this? Because the P there in April is not aspirated. Scream, scream. Here again, you do not have the fricatively voiced R. Because scream, the K is preceded by an S, so it's not aspirated. So only aspirated plosives provoke the devoicing of the fricative R. If there is no aspiration, you just mark the normal approximant postalveolar. There is an exception to this rule, and that is the cluster DR. We have seen this before. The DR is always the T and the R. Yes, the T will suffer postalveolar assimilation, and the R, yes, will suffer devoicing, always. For example, in the word try, try. See that I do not say try, but try, fricative. History, history. See that in the case of history, the T is not aspirated. It is preceded by S and it's not even stressed. But anyway, it suffers the three allophones, the postalveolar assimilation and the fricative devoiced R. Remember that this is an exception. The only condition here is that the T and the R must be a cluster, that is to say, they must be in the same syllable. This will never occur between two syllables or between two words. Finally, you have the postalveolar approximant, the R that you have been marking. And it's used anywhere except in cases A, B, and C that we have discussed. And here you have some examples. Brown, crown, red. Let's do now an activity. Transcribe these words using the dictionary and mark the different variants of the R. Pause the video to do the activity, and afterwards, when you play it again, I will give you the key. Pause the video now. Okay. This is the first part of the key. Pause the video to check your answers, and then I will give you the rest of the answers in another slide. And finally, this is the last part of the key with the remaining answers. So this is all for the R variants. I will see you in another video. Goodbye.